This is a story that happened a few days ago. My friends and I really like to do some crazy things, such as ding-dong ditching, which is what we were doing on Friday night. I'll refer to my friends E, B, E, A, and Ben. The corner house on an opening to a cul-de-sac. My friend E should ring the bell. So I did it. I was not the kind of person to not do something just because I might get in trouble for it. So I walked up to the stoop and knocked on the door and ran. We ran maybe 3 houses down behind a car so we could still get a good view of the house we just did. The guy came outside and walked around and I think spotted either myself, E, or Ben. So he screamed "hey" at us, and we ran like normal when this happened. We all laughed it off like we usually would. Then we all agreed like a bunch of idiots that we would do the same house again. So we walked around the street to the house, and we all debated who should ring. I didn't because I just did like the last 3 houses, so we all agreed Ben should do it. So there went Ben up to the door, knocked, and ran. C, B, and A were on the corner of the street along with Ben after he rang, while me and E were behind a car right across the street from the house. It was like he was waiting right at the door, because only about 5 seconds after Ben rang the bell, he came sprinting outside. He got to the bottom of his driveway and screamed, "Hey, come here now." That was my cue to run, so I sprinted as fast as I could to the corner and around the block. I kept on sprinting until I caught up to Ben, C, A, and B. We had walked about the whole street gathering our thoughts when A pointed out that E was missing. We all looked at each other, obviously very worried for him. We called him and he picked up out of breath and was demanding us to go back to the house because he was chasing him. So we went halfway down the street, still on the phone with E, and then he dropped the bomb. The man had a gun, because E said he heard the man scream, "I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out." I actually began to tear up, and we were all very worried for E. After about 5 minutes of E telling us to go back to the house, we made it to A's backyard and waited for E to make it back. He was saying he was very close, so we walked out of the backyard, and there he was. We all hugged him and were so grateful he was okay. We all went to A's backyard afterwards to talk about what happened. The first thing he said was that he got the whole thing on video, so he showed us.
Hey, come here now! Come here now! Come here!
What happened that I was completely unaware of was that when I ran away from behind the car, the man started chasing me. Then he apparently got up and ran the opposite way, kind of putting the man in a pickle as to who he wanted to go after. He chose E, and he ran from him almost all the way down the street before hiding under a car until he felt it was safe. To run back. This was the most insane night of my life, and I couldn't thank E enough, because if it weren't for him, who knows what that guy would have done to me if he had caught up.